Casting a vote on the 2024 budget. We're live in Clayton with a major crime fighting program that could be affected.
Keeping everyone fed this holiday season, the collaboration giving away free food today in Bridgeton.
Grab a coat this morning. Temperatures cold in the 20s and 30s, but sunny skies through most of the week. We'll talk about that and a Geminid meteor shower expected for tomorrow.
Took long enough.
Cutting the ribbon on a multi-million-dollar project. We are live in North St. Louis County, showing you the changes along I-270.
Hitting the road this holiday season, you're not alone. We're going to show you the peak travel times and those record-breaking numbers.
Being repackaged and resold to pharmacies, what law enforcement is doing to try and stop the sale of counterfeit pills.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
The Botanical Garden. Over there near Shaw Park. Very peaceful right now.
Yes.
Everybody's just like, ooh, ah, oh. I like the fact that it doesn't get light for a while, so we can still appreciate the lights at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the glow, the garden glow, still going on at this time, so you might want to take advantage of that. Still time to get those holiday pictures taken and then send them out to all your family and friends. Starting to get some at our house already. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. We just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be watching us on 5 Plus or even YouTube, because sometimes I see the 6 o'clock being clipped on YouTube. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you.
Good to see you. Yes. Paul's off this morning, so I'm covering your weather and traffic, and you do need a coat this morning. So grab that before you head out the door, and we'll have sunshine today. So grab a shade suit.
On my shoulder.
Vitamin D. Gotta go get it.
Vitamin D. That's
yeah.
right.
There
We
you
just
go.
heard how it's important. So let's head over and talk about that this morning. As far as the numbers go, 20s, 30s out the door. So you definitely need some sort of layer as you get going. Lambert's always running a little bit warm. In fact, yesterday we were in the 20s at this hour. We're at 35 there, but everywhere else is colder, with 25 in Chesterfield, even 24 in Mount Vernon and Perryville. You're at 25 this morning as well. So we'll go through the day with mostly sunny skies. Winds today out of the northwest at 5 to 10, but number-wise, we'll be at about the same ballpark as we hit yesterday, right about 50 degrees. Now, coming up, we'll talk about a meteor shower, a pretty popular one here, the Geminids. That's going to be visible tomorrow, and we'll check and see if there's any snow in sight as we check in with Santa in just a little bit. All right, let's do some traffic here as Paul is off this morning. We do have normal speeds for the most part across the area. Haven't seen any major issues so far, and no crashes have come on in, so we're moving along without any problems yet this morning. Now, of course, the construction's still in place on 55. Haven't seen any slowing through that stretch either, so you're good to go, cruising right along into downtown St. Louis. We'll take another check of traffic coming up as needed.
New this morning, investigators are trying to figure out who shot and killed a man in North St. Louis. It happened just after 9:30 last night on Arlington Avenue near Bell Fountain Cemetery. This marks at least the 150th homicide in the city so far this year. No word at this time on any suspects or if there has been any arrest. Happening later today, the St. Louis County Council is voting on the 2024 budget.
This comes after weeks of back and forth between council members and the county executive over proposed cuts. And Diamond Palmer is live in Clayton this morning, where we know that vote is happening. Good morning, Diamond.
Good morning, Michelle and Rennie. Well, last week, members of the St. Louis County Council / County Executive Dr. Sam Page's budget and a counter proposal. They say it was by $14 million, and they say it would eliminate the need for a tax rate increase, among other things. Now, Page's total budget is nearly $600 million. He says this yearly budget would reduce the deficit from $41 million to $26 million. The council's counter proposal would reduce the budget to $580 million. It would also restore $718,000 in funding for the county's ShotSpotter technology. Dr. Page wanted to scrap this program in his plan to save money, but council members have proposed cuts to various offices and funds, including general revenue funds, the Public Works, and the Health Fund. Now, we did reach out to County Executive Dr. Sam Page's office, and he has replied to us saying we are reviewing the proposed changes to understand the impact on county government. Tonight's meeting will be a full vote on the budget happening at the county government building at 6:30 p.m. Reporting live here in Clayton, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Diamond. This week, grief counselors will be on hand at Winfield High School after an 18-year-old student was killed in what appears to be a weekend hunting accident. Senior Trent Bush of Lincoln County was duck hunting with friends at the Ted Shanks Conservation Area in northern Pike County when he was shot on Sunday morning. Bush's principal tells us it's important to his family that something good comes from this tragedy.
He's a great young man doing what he loved, and we want to make sure that everybody gets to enjoy it in a safe fashion so that nothing like this ever happens again.
Trent's mother released a statement to 5 on Your Side saying, quote, "He was with 2 of his close friends. Never in his life would he have been upset with his friends over this. We stand with the friends that were with him because that's what Trent would want us to do."
This morning, questions still linger around what caused a fire inside a vacant home in North St. Louis. That blaze broke out early yesterday morning on Peck near Fairgrounds Park, and firefighters had to call in additional crews to keep it from spreading to occupied homes. St. Louis Fire Chief Dennis Jinkerson says the buildings around it were only moderately damaged and there were no injuries. But as the temperatures drop, they are getting these calls more often.
Seeking shelter, trying to, maintain some type of heat or warming, and they look for the vacant buildings.
The fire chief wants to remind everybody to be especially careful this time of year. He's urging you to check your smoke detectors, and you can always call the fire department if you need a new one installed.
This morning, SSM Health and the St. Louis Area Food Bank are teaming up to help people in need. They're holding a food distribution event in just a few hours from now. Our Mercedes McKay joins us now live from Bridgeton with how this will make a difference in our community. Good morning, Mercedes.
Good morning, Rennie. This is really important, especially this time of year, as more and more people in our community are struggling with food insecurity as those prices only continue to rise with inflation right now. So right now, we're live outside of SSM DePaul Hospital, where that food distribution event will take place just hours from now. The hospital system and the St. Louis Area Food Bank are ready to deliver food to hundreds of residents in need. It all starts at 9 a.m. here at SSM Health DePaul Hospital, and you can see that address on your screen right now. It will run until 11 a.m. or until supplies last, and this is fully open to the public and completely free of charge. Right now, 1 in every 9 people in eastern Missouri and southwestern Illinois are facing hunger, and according to the St. Louis Area Food Bank, 42% of households are having to choose between paying for food or housing. That's why SSM health officials say they're working to address food insecurity across our area. Now, times are difficult right now, but actually not only for individuals. Local nonprofits are feeling this burden as well. That's why coming up in our next half hour, I'll share with you why food banks are struggling as food insecurity continues to rise. Live in Bridgeton, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Mercedes. Today, thousands of St. Louis public school students will stay warm this winter with a brand new coat and other winter gear. The pre-selected students will also get shoes, socks, and other items. According to the school spokesperson, SOPS serves about 4,000 homeless students each year.
All right, just about 6:10 this morning, and it is a Tuesday, but I want to bring your attention to something that's going to happen on Wednesday. Tomorrow evening, you'll be able to see a meteor shower here in the St. Louis area. Now, if you can locate the 3 stars in Orion's belt, you should be good to go. This is looking towards the eastern part of the sky, and after somewhere around 8 o'clock in the evening, you'll be able to see the Geminid meteor shower, upwards of a dozen meteors, perhaps every few minutes, and upwards of maybe 50 per hour. So this is a really spectacular one, a popular one too, and you usually do get a chance to see these in our sky whenever it happens every single year. So over the next few days, we'll have some clouds around tomorrow during the day, but those should clear away. Thursday and Friday will be decent days as temperatures top out in the 50s. We'll check the weekend forecast and added rain chance to tell you about. That's coming up.
All right, thanks so much, Anthony. Traffic headaches along Interstate 270 are almost over. The changes you're going to see along the busy stretch of road thanks to the 270 North project.
With Christmas now less than 2 weeks away, millions of Americans are getting ready to hit the road. The times you'll want to avoid for your travels.
New pitches are taking shape in St. Charles County when the Cottleville soccer fields are expected to open.
And as we head to break, let's take a live look straight down Market Street at the first light. Look at that. I just love all the different colors in the sky. And usually Michelle is over here going, ooh and ah, but she's actually mesmerized by all the crows there in the tree. A cold start to your day, but Anthony promises some sunshine. Stay with us.